Hi, this is Sheila Everts with CP Federal Credit Union, the Community Education Ambassador. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for joining me. My name is Sheila and I'm with CP Federal Credit Union, and Jackson College has partnered with us to give you guys this free resource. And at the top here, you see there is a link that you guys will be provided. If you've not already been provided this link via emails or checked it out, I will provide that to you. So I want to make this really interactive, and today we're going to talk about some emergency funds, and we're going to go to the coaches, which I'm here right now at the coaches. And as I scroll down there, you can see there's quite a few coaches getting out of debt, creating a budget. So there's several of those that we can choose. But for today, we're going to choose Build Your Emergency Fund. And now I'm going to really show you how easy this is to use. So an emergency fund is an amount of money that you set aside for unexpected costs. We're just going to scroll down here, click Get Started, click to get started. There we go, loaded. So it just welcomes you to Bonsai, and that's our online learning. And this session is to set a goal for emergency fund. So we're just going to click I'm ready. Talks about an emergency fund as money set aside to cover unexpected financial speed bumps, things like car expenses, job loss, etc. A 50% discount on a flat screen is not an emergency. I know sometimes we think it is, right? Now let's start creating a emergency fund. So first of all, I want to know, and the first one that answers is fine because I want to make this interactive. Do you have any dependents, including a spouse? No or yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. When you have dependents, you're responsible for more than yourself in event of emergency. For an example, if your car breaks down, it's more imperative that you fix it because other people are relying on you. Or a loss of income can impact your dependents greatly. So because of this, they recommend to have enough funds for covering 6 months of essential living. So it says, what is essential living? It includes like your mortgage, rent, medical bills, transportations, and so forth. Everybody understand what essential expenses are? Like I understand and continue. To discover how much that is for you, we're going to mock in some of these expenses. So you don't have to say what your mortgage or your rent is. If you just want to give me a number, I will put it in there. $800. Do you think that's fair?
Sure.
Okay. So we'll confirm that. So it asks if we have other expenses to add. I'm going to say yes, we do. Let's say utilities. How much do you think utilities cost for a family? 250 bucks?
175.
175. Okay. Confirm that. We want to add some more expenses because we know we have some more essential expenses here. So we have transportation. So how much do we pay for transportation? This is including gas and insurance every month. What do you think? 250 bucks? 300. Okay. So we probably have some more. Medical expenses. Do we want to add that in?
Yeah, just to be safe.
Okay. So how much do we want to add in there?
Just do 25.
25. Okay. Credit cards and consumers debts. So how much are minimum monthly payments towards credit cards and consumers debt every month?
150.
150. So we have groceries. We probably need food, right?
550.
550. So that's pretty much of our basics. So let's go, and I'm done. Let's move on. So altogether, it says we have about $2,000. That sounds right. If we wanted to add something, we could can change that. But we're going to say that sounds right. So that means that our savings goal should be $12,000. That's 6 months of our essential expenses. That's a lot of money when we really kind of break it down, right? So it does say that's a big number. So to reach that savings goal in 18 months, you'd have to save $666 each month. So do we want to let this continue, or do you want to say I can afford to save that much each month?
I can't save that much.
Okay. So that's okay. While emergency fund is crucial, there's also a budget calculator that you can go to and do a budget to see like what is feasible for you to be able to do some savings. So can you save less each month and build your emergency fund slowly? Yeah, I can do that. So how much do you think that you could save?
Probably around 225.
225. Okay. So if you save 225, you'll hit your goals in 53 months. So that's 4 years and 5 months. And so it's like, okay, I'm ready to continue, or you want to try a different amount.
We can continue with that for right now.
Okay. So there are some situations that are bigger emergency funds that are necessary. Do you want to hear about those? No or sure?
Sure.
So here, a bigger emergency fund is a smart idea if you're self-employed, you have one income, dependent on commission, chronic illness, or hazardous hobbies. So that makes sense. So some experts say that you should save for an entire year's worth of essential living expenses if you can swing it. It says, what does it look like for me, or am I good now? Which one would you like to choose?
I'm good.
Okay. So now it just says here, now that your emergency fund, here is a few things to keep in mind. Your emergency fund should be easy to access, not obvious as cash under the mattress, but more liquid than traditional investments. This is because your investment is your emergency fund, you could risk losing it. So you really want to have that emergency fund available. Put the money in your emergency fund that could be 100% available when you need it. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So one thing I do have to say, when we look at doing emergency funds being 100% available and not putting it underneath the mattress, because not so much that we're saying that you should be saving it into a financial institution, but for me, I know it's easy for me to go into my bedroom and grab cash. I don't know about you guys, but it's very easy for me if I have cash somewhere laying around. It's easy to use when I know it's my emergency fund.
Hmm.
So that's why we say, make sure it's somewhere easy to get, but not too easy. So we understand that. And in fact, the first place to put it, it says here in a high interest savings account, or any savings account will do. And then it just says here, good luck with our emergency fund. And it gives us some other resources, budget calculator, our 50-20-30 calculator, and some budgeting help. And that's really it. I mean, that's how easy it is.